What's up? What's up? What's up, my peeps? It is 2025. Like, oh my God. It is 2025. What's up, little bro?
What's good with it? How you feeling?
I'm tired.
You and me both.
I am really tired. Work has been kicking my butt. Businesses are kicking my butt. I'm just tired. I need to
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah.
Um, but dang it, it's 2025.
I'm
We are
so
already
happy
a
to be here.
week into 2025.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
It's been like 3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks for
Yeah.
real because I was out of
Mm-hmm.
town and then we were closed the next two
Christmas,
weeks. Yep.
Christmas, New Year's,
Christmas
out
and
of
New
town.
Year. Yep. Christmas and New Year. Oh, I'm back though.
Welcome back.
And we did a full 51 shows. Can you believe that?
Hey, round of applause for that. Hopefully this button works.
Right. It's 51 live
Yeah.
shows. That's crazy.
Most people don't make it to 10.
Okay, but we did 51.
Exactly. That's why it's a celebratory moment. It's something to celebrate.
Man,
Something to
like,
celebrate.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And we were only saying 6 months.
Yeah. 6 months turned into a whole year.
It turned into a whole year because our first show was actually the first week in January
Mm.
last year. So, like, full circle 1 year. Like,
Yeah.
we actually a whole year in.
Yeah, it's cool to see because I was here for the first show.
Yes.
I was here from day one. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, shout out to MD.
Shout out to MD. Thank you for making me take this ride, homie. Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really cool year.
Yeah.
Like, we had some cool shows and some
Mm-hmm.
cool guests. And what I have learned in this past year that um people like counselors.
They do. They need them.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, people like counselors. Like, those have been like the biggest shows, like,
Mm-hmm.
where I get the most feedback.
Yeah.
And hey cousin, welcome. Um that's just, oh my gosh. So my prayer is that 2025 we give you some more useful information and we help impact and change lives because that's what this is all about. Like, I don't want to not provide useful, relevant information.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys for a wonderful first year of 2024. And I'm looking forward to what we're gonna do in 2025. Um, okay, so heavy topic this month. This is National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Awareness Month.
Ooh.
That is a mouthful. So when I say human trafficking, just know that that means slavery and human trafficking because I don't want to keep saying that because it's such a mouthful. Um, but I really did not realize that modern day slavery and human trafficking were like a big thing.
Well, unfortunately, I did know about human trafficking. I didn't know the connection between slavery and human trafficking. I mean,
Yeah,
it's the same
it's basically the
concept,
same
yeah,
concept.
but a lot of it is sex trafficking that I've heard a lot about.
Hmm.
And Dallas being a hot spot for that.
Yes,
Um,
that was eye opening
yeah,
in my research. But
yeah.
we'll talk about that later tonight because I was just like, whoa. So tonight we're going to keep the discussion just kind of general so people can understand what slavery is, what human trafficking is, resources that are available. And then we will be providing like um, more details for more specific things like resources and programs. If you need programs, if you are a victim and you're looking for a way out, we will have those resources for you. We may even have some testimonials this month.
Mhm.
Y'all know how I am. Because I want these conversations to be relevant I want these conversations to be real and important. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to just talk about the general stuff about slavery and human trafficking. So we'll be right back, y'all.
Are you looking to change your financial picture? Let us help you secure your financial house. Call us today for your appointment at 214-533-5307. That's 214-533-5307. Or email us at divinelegacyfinancial@gmail.com. We look forward to helping you reach your financial goals. We secure financial homes one family at a time.
Fuck the whole industry. Try to get rid of me. Y'all must be kidding me. Y'all little kid goes in the house. Hey, yo, fuck the whole industry. Come on. Stand down in here. Come on. Monster cut, truck, balance, shit. Champagne spilling while we hitting every pump that my Denali hit. Outfit is 4,000 and better. The rhinestones in my Flintstone look crazy in my sweater. It's not a big fairy tale, that's my MO. Fuck bitches on the rack with no problem. Iceberg rabbits in the Fox and Wall. Where I cop 2 more, brought 4 for Rizzo. Bad boy, thank you for the special delivery. Catch me by the pool and my Tony starts slipping. Wonder Woman arm, Ghost is intelligent. Made 30 off a dust dime, I was killing them. Did cash at 116, I was feeling them. Them days kept a Chris Coke dollar bill on them. I lived it out. Yeah. Special delivery. I spit it out. Special delivery. I sniff it out. Special delivery. Special delivery. This is the remix. Special delivery. Come on. Special delivery. Bad boy, baby. Special delivery. We won't stop. Special delivery. Yeah. G-Dad. Child of the ghetto. As we proceed.
Hey, yo, sign. Seal. Delivered in just a nick of time. Real. I'ma give it to all my designers. Rhyme in the ghetto was formed. Show power. The child of the ghetto was born. Feet first. Preach, get the speech. I kick you each verse. Prove that the shit you spitting out is dirt. That question you and you're like a hustler on the first. You need work. Come on. Stand by the grand high exalted. At your door with a portrait of the raw shit. Picture that while I spit anthrax on your CD tape, man, wax, stand back. You don't really want to jump the gun in the hairless flow with the puncture lung and stand there and bump the gums. If you want the problems, we can hurry up and come bury ya. I'ma play the carrier.
Special delivery. Yeah, come on. Special delivery. This is the remix. Special delivery. Ha ha ha. Special delivery. Come on. Special delivery. Yeah. Special delivery. What? Special delivery. Ladies and gentlemen, keep moving.
This for my niggas, them special delivery. Bang your head off to this, fucking up your memory. I'll shake your cradle and rock your boat. Buck 50 your face and then butter your throat. It don't matter where you been or where you at. I'm here now and I'm banging. Kid, you softer than the Queen of England. Phraseologist, natural philosopher, wordsmith, identical metaphorical lyricist. Sharp descriptive writer, killer biter, panty raider, party exciter. Don't worry what the deal. Yeah, I'm gutter with a udder. Got you timid, hesitating like a stutter. Oxymoron, don't be dumb. I school niggas like the United Negro College Fund. I see you plotting, scheming, trying to snake. And when you do, I'ma give it to you. Special delivery.
Special delivery. This is the remix. Special delivery. Get with me now. Come on. Special delivery. Bad boy, baby. Special delivery. Yeah. What?
This is the remix. So let's bring back my man, Craig.
Hey, yo, you must want to be in the Guinness Book of World Records as the dumbest motherfucker alive. You feel you gonna survive. You couldn't move through my terrain, even in 4-wheel drive. And I'm your highness. You hungry? Try this, buy this, live this. I take my rap style real serious. What you think it ain't that serious? I bang clubs and streets, it's getting hot. See, Mac won't stop until Mac's on top. Young Black America, my CD dropped in 2002. Change hip hop. Come on, shake your bones. I'm talking cyclones and terradomes like Mel Gibson's. My heat will cook you, boy. Back came and shook you, boy. Bitches,
Special delivery. Take that. Come on. Special delivery. Special delivery. This is the remix. Special delivery. G-Dep. Special delivery. Come on now. Special delivery. Charlie Ghetto. Special delivery. 115. Harlem's finest. Yeah. Special delivery. Alumni, baby. BR. Special delivery. Go Space. Special I'm that boy they call me the bad boy, baby. Yeah.
Special delivery. Special delivery. Come on. Special delivery. Special delivery.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
I
We
didn't
just
know.
had a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
We wanted something upbeat, and then we just realized we played Diddy
On accident.
on accident. It wasn't by we didn't do it on purpose. Dang.
I hate that he was a part of so much stuff. I really do. Like, we can't play nothing.
Oh my gosh.
And this is a horrible song. Like, yeah. Sorry.
We
about that,
sorry.
y'all.
Sorry, guys.
That was crazy.
Oh dang. Dang. Okay. So I'm gonna read y'all a fact because I can't believe we just did that. But oh well.
I'm so embarrassed.
I am
I
too.
didn't even think about it.
I didn't think about it. I like the song because it's upbeat.
And we've been dancing to it for 25
Yeah.
years. Like,
Dang. Okay. So, did you guys know in FY 2024, DPS Texas saved and recovered 446 human trafficking victims, and they arrested 874 suspects. Let that marinate for a second. 446 victims, 874 suspects. Department of Public Safety in Texas.
Absolutely insane.
Let's unpack that. Texas is, back in the day, Texas is where all the riffraff came and hid out. In the old West days, in the 20s, and the gangster days, everybody came to Texas for refuge when they was acting up. So when I'm looking at this number, 874 suspects. What is it about Texas that make people feel like they safe from all of this foolishness? 874 suspects.
I can't understand that. I can't wrap my head around that. Like, specifically, even in Dallas, like, that's a whole nother statistic with just DFW alone.
Okay. Wait, no. Because in Dallas alone, so how can I put this? Well, first we're going to talk about what is human trafficking. So basically, picture human trafficking. Okay, slavery is when you force someone to do something and you don't give them the right to choose not to. Let's just break that down. So remember back in the day when people were oppressed, slavery, we were brought over here, Black people, to work basically for free. We weren't given a choice as to whether we were going to work or not. And we were not given options to do anything else. So when you look at modern day slavery, it's the same concept. So basically, you hold people hostage and make them work for you for either little or nothing. And when I say modern day slavery, you would think people would know that they have the right not to be held to these kind of conditions.
Mm-hmm.
But think about, you've been kidnapped, you've been taken, you don't even know where you are half the time. You are probably drugged.
Mm-hmm.
You are unaware of your surroundings. You're unaware of the people. You're probably being emotionally and physically tormented and beaten. So I can't even talk today. Um, so when you think about modern day slavery, it's the same conditions of historical slavery. But
Mm-hmm.
in modern day, people are really like beaten and basically told that they don't have no other choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna kind of make the the correlation to the human trafficking. When you think about the human trafficking side of it, be it male or female, when you have runaways that are picked up by pimps, male or female runaways that are picked up by pimps, they don't have any money.
Mm-hmm.
So the pimp sells them on, well, I'll take care of you. I'll do this for you. You don't have to worry about anything. And then what happens is these babies are pimped out
Mm-hmm.
basically for sexual favors, for dates, for any and everything under the sun, companionship, whatever. A lot of times they're drugged up to keep them unaware and not focused. That's what we're talking about. That's human trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It's
Like when you
insane.
think about that, and then you think about the reason kids are targeted is because we're on social media. We don't have any filters for who we talk to, where we talk to them, when we talk to them. There are no, a lot of times there are no security measures.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and things are just kind of free.
Yeah.
Um, so when you're thinking about human trafficking, when you're thinking about this term of modern day slavery, you have to put yourself in the mindset of how can these perpetrators do this? It's because they're keeping you not right.
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping you off balance. They're keeping you uh inebriated.
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping you away from what you came to know.
Mm-hmm.
Um they use terror, they
Mm-hmm.
use force,
Mm-hmm.
they physically and emotionally beat you down. So if you're beaten up every day and you're told you're worth nothing, but the only time you're worth something is when they're around,
Mm-hmm.
then they build your self-esteem up. You're pretty for this reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's how these kids, or and even some adults, are falling into these traps.
Yeah.
Kind of when you start really unpacking all of this, it becomes very eye-opening
Mm-hmm.
because we're not taught to think about things in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were just talking a while ago, and like I would never
Yeah.
think to use someone in this manner.
No.
Never.
My brain wouldn't even go there. Like I don't know how. I've never been able to understand the mind of a psychopath
Right.
in a lot of ways. Like I watch a lot of true crime documentaries and all that type of stuff, and I'm like, I've never understood the mind of a killer, of a human trafficker, of somebody that can do these heinous acts to people, to humans. I've never been able to understand that, and I don't really want to.
Right.
But it's insane to me that we still got people that's allowed to walk around and operate like this on a daily basis.
On a daily basis.
And they prey on the vulnerable.
Yes.
So, protecting yourself and understanding, having your head on a swivel at all times and understanding that, being aware of your surroundings, is all crucially important to just protecting yourself. So,
It's just crazy.
mm-hmm.
It's crazy. In the state of Texas, there were more than 300,000 estimated victims.
Mm.
300,000.
Mm-hmm.
300,000 in the state of Texas.
Ridiculous.
79,000 minors and youth.
Mm. Wow.
79,000. 234,000 people are labor trafficking victims.
Mm.
So you pimping them out for specific
For
work.
work.
313,000 human trafficking.
Mm.
And I know these numbers are crazy, but when you think about these numbers, it's like, wait a minute, whoa. $600 million is what they can attribute to victims of labor trafficking.
Mm.
$600 million in the state of Texas.
Just in the state of Texas?
Just in the state of Texas. Minors and youth in sex trafficking cost the state of Texas, you ready? $6.6 billion.
Wow.
So just think about that for a second. So when we're talking about sex trafficking and how all of a sudden Texas is like on the radar because we are one of the biggest locations for sex trafficking and slavery, and that's crazy.
I wonder if that's because of the proximity to Mexico and the fact that obviously the United States doesn't govern Mexico, so they can't really control when a person is brought from America to another country,
right,
and then used for that purpose, and then it's hard to get that person back into the States without a passport. So at that point, I can imagine that somebody would feel stuck.
Because what
do you do? You can't even, especially not now when they're tightening up all of the border stuff and all of that. I don't want to get too deep into that, but it's scary. It's really scary, especially being so close to home.
Mm-hmm. Like when you think about Texas led the number of, we lead the number of victims.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, we have more victims.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to think about, in relation to the other states, we are a bigger state.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have a lot of people. We do have more areas people can hide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we're vast. But when you think about we lead the nation in the numbers of victims, that's kind of crazy.
It is.
That's kind of crazy.
It's really crazy.
And so, yeah, 1 in 4 people. And there are different types of human trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just get that straight. So you have sex trafficking, you have forced labor, you have, when I saw forced labor, I was just like, how do you force somebody to work?
Yeah.
Forced like marriage. Like, I didn't even realize that was a thing.
That's interesting.
Forced marriage. So you were finna ask a question about forced labor?
Yeah, I was just I guess it's kind of like what they were doing in prisons back in the day with chain gang workers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's what it sounds like to me. That type of thing.
So, forced labor is defined as the range of activities involved when a person uses force, fraud, or coercion
Hmm.
to obtain the labor of services of another person.
Hmm.
So, domestic
Okay, so it don't have to
servitude,
be just
debt
physical.
bondage.
Yeah, I was saying it doesn't have to be like actual manual labor.
Mm-mm.
That's what I was thinking in my head when you said that.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
have to be actual manual labor. Forced child labor.
Hmm.
So that's forced labor. Then sex trafficking is defined as the range of activities involved when a trafficker uses force, fraud, or coercion to compel another person to engage in commercial sex acts or causes a child to engage in a commercial sex act.
Hmm.
So your examples here would be prostitution,
Hmm.
escort agencies, strip clubs,
Hmm.
massage spas, internet chat rooms.
Hmm.
Remember I just said
Hmm.
it's free for all.
Yeah.
Like there's no pornography in mail order brides,
Wow.
in sex tourism.
Hmm.
So that's all sex trafficking. Forced marriage is when a person is forced or pressured to marry someone in order to gain access into the country
Hmm.
or earn some benefits.
Hmm.
So, oh, if you marry me for this visa, that's a form of trafficking.
That's crazy.
You don't,
Yeah.
again, you don't think about that.
Yeah.
So you have people marrying people for visas, people forcing people to marry people for visas.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give you all this money if you just marry my friend for 2 years. Like you don't even think about what the consequences are when you don't pass those tests and stuff.
Right.
That's a form of trafficking.
I never thought about it like that.
Never thought
That's
about it like that.
crazy.
Forced criminal activity.
Okay.
So that's when a person is coerced or deceived into carrying out crimes such as drug trafficking, pickpocketing, bag snatching, begging,
Hmm.
ATM theft, counterfeiting, and welfare fraud.
Hmm.
That's another form of trafficking.
Interesting.
I know that's what I'm saying. When I do, you know how I get when I start researching stuff. I'm like, say what now?
I already know.
I didn't even think that was a thing.
I didn't either. Honestly, these definitions of trafficking, all of these different pieces,
That's crazy.
is actually unfortunate, but some of this stuff is somewhat normalized.
It
And
is
especially the sex trafficking stuff. Um,
because you don't think
you
about
don't think about that in context.
right
Like going to a strip club, you're not thinking that, oh, this might be considered
sex
sex
trafficking.
trafficking. Yeah.
You don't think about okay, this young lady that's working in a strip club.
She may be here against her will. That's wild.
You don't think about that.
No.
You don't think about did the pimp tell her to come in here because not only is she working in a strip club, but she's probably a prostitute
Hmm.
because the pimp sent her to get. You don't think about that.
Hmm.
I said, oh, and I just kept reading. Okay, child soldiers.
Mm.
So when children and teens under 18 are recruited as soldiers for military purposes or combat, they are considered victims of trafficking and exploitation.
Mm.
Now, and here's where this got me.
Hmm.
Is that even the case in third world countries where they recruit children?
And that's another thing too, like because again, and I think trafficking should be considered trafficking regardless of
Right.
where, when, how it happens. But I'm finding it interesting with these definitions that there's things that are very much so normalized in our culture and our society that are also considered sex trafficking if in a certain context.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's a that may be my takeaway from the day already, like because that's crazy. I think people need to be aware of that when
But
they're
that's what I'm
outside moving
saying.
around.
Like, you don't really think about these
Hmm.
kind of things.
Yeah.
Um, because we've all heard of, kids being forced into military life,
Hmm.
especially in these third world countries.
Hmm.
But you don't think about that being a form of trafficking.
Right.
We've all heard about, women in the sex trade industries, but you don't
Hmm.
think about they could be forced to be in that strip club
Right.
or on those videotapes for porn or,
Hmm.
prostituting. Like, you don't think about that.
Don't
Not
even cross your
everybody
mind.
makes a concerted effort and
Hmm.
decision. Oh, this is what I'm gonna do for work.
Right.
Not everybody does that.
Hmm.
So it opened my eyes to just kind of thinking about the lay of the land. Like,
Hmm.
where can trafficking really happen?
Hmm.
You just don't think about this. Okay, the last one, organ harvesting,
Oh
is
my
a
God,
form of trafficking.
that's crazy.
So, trafficking of human organs occurs when parts of a person's body are removed, commonly the kidneys and liver, and sold on the illegal black market.
Ugh.
And so, what kind of brings this on is people are extorting them and misdiagnosing them for false ailments so they can harvest the organs.
That's sick.
It is sick.
That is super sick. That's crazy.
I mean, I would never think to,
Like
never think to do that.
I, I know there's plenty of documentaries and information on this stuff, and it's a hard topic to talk about because there's so many different layers to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's some stuff that is completely egregious and nobody would ever think to do it. There's other stuff that's normal in this same definition of trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I just think awareness is important and understanding that, like, these things can be right in front of your face and you may not even know it.
Mm-mm. And that's why I'm saying, like, first of all, when I was, because I look at like what the month is and what kind of things are like the national days or holidays and stuff for that month. That's how I
Mhm.
pick topics for the
Mhm.
month. And then I look at, okay, if I pick this topic, can we develop subtopics around this topic?
Mhm.
So that's why today I was just like, no, let's just do a general discussion,
Mhm.
because some of this stuff I was just like,
Yeah.
what? What in God's green earth?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, huh? I- yeah,
Nah, I can't. It's again. I can't wrap my mind around it.
I can't. And the more I read, the more I got like, wait a minute, what?
Mhm.
Because things that we take for granted, those are the things that we really need to be paying attention to.
Mhm.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Are you looking to change your financial picture? Let us help you secure your financial house. Call us today for your appointment at 214-533-5307. That's 214-533-5307. Or email us at divinelegacyfinancial@gmail.com. We look forward to helping you reach your financial goals. We secure financial homes one family at a time.
God knows. I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need her, my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. Keep a horn on me. That could my CIP. Ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. A yeet nigga couldn't try me in the tri-state. Muddy pass, but I get him splashed till he hydrated. Down south, know he spook town, eyes dilated. I got the money and the power, both gyrated. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the size. Man, don't let me know what the prize. What the fuck? I got hits, I got bucks, I got new paper cuts, I got friends, I got foes, but they all sitting ducks. Hit his turf and get cracking, double back like a deluxe. 50 deep, but it ain't deep enough. Fuck a plate, there you go, beat him up. Falling from a money tree, and it grew throughout the month. Spit a loogie at the camera, speed off, yes, us. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the size. Man, go, let me know what the prize. Squabble up. Squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up, squabble up. Hold up, where you from? My bitch, I'm finna go dumb. Sideways, bump stomp, fever, I'm on one. Baby rockin' it, quid pro quo, what you want, cause I'm watching it. Broke on the floor, let me know if you clockin' it. Brody won't go, but I know that he poppin' it. It was wolf tickets on sale till I silenced it. Pipe down, young, be some hoe with the politics. Bitch with him and some bitch in him, that's a lot of bitch. Don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies. Ghetto child, he was Blackie Mouse with the smearing off. He high, we outside, Brody about to kill him off. Blacks on blacks, this a fact, this a breaker off. Tell me why the fuck you niggas rap if it's fictional. Tell me why the fuck you niggas fed if you criminal. Hey, Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, nah. Moon coon from the west side to Senegal. It's a full moon, let the wolves out, I've been a dog. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the size. Man, go, let me know what the prize. Squabble up, 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 squabble up.
All right, y'all, we're back. So I know that this is a really heavy topic. And we're gonna be talking about this all month. But it's important because I did not fully comprehend where Texas fits in the human trafficking and sex trafficking game.
Yeah.
And as I was doing my research and reading the numbers, and I was just mind blown at where we lead the numbers, and just mind blown that people even think like this.
Yeah.
Like I still can't get over people really think like this. Okay, so tips to protect yourself. How can you protect yourself or your loved ones against trafficking? Number one, set strict privacy settings. So social media and online everything and our phones, and check your privacy settings. Have some parameters that keep your information safe. Have some parameters that keep you safe. Don't share everything online. I.e., where you going, how long you gonna be gone, if you going by yourself or not. Don't share that kind of stuff online. Number two, beware of strange friend requests.
Yep.
Going back online, everybody can't be accepted as a friend. Most of the times when kids and teenagers are trafficked, I can't talk.
Trafficked.
Trafficked. Thank you. Trafficked. It is because they start talking to someone new online and they befriend that person, and then they establish this trust with these people, and half the time these people are not even teens and kids themselves, it's grown perverted people, or it's kids being coerced to get their friends
Mm-hmm.
to come and hang out and do these things, and then our babies come up missing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even count on my one hand how many missing posts I saw in the month of December.
Yeah.
I can't count on one hand. It was more than one hand's worth. Missing teens, missing children, missing women.
Wow.
I mean, so stop accepting requests from people you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I don't know you and you don't know my people, I don't accept friend requests.
Wow.
Even though my profile is public because of the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
I don't accept new friend requests from people I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't accept requests from people you don't know. People, like, don't do it. Number 3, don't overshare.
Big one.
Again, don't nobody have to know that you going to Miami in 2 weeks and you gonna be gone and it's just you and the girls or you by yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
don't nobody need to know that.
And to that point, a tip: post your pictures and all your videos when you come back.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a big one. I live by that. If I'm gonna post any pictures, if I'm gonna do anything like that, I'm gonna do it when I land back at home.
At home, right? I now do recap posts.
Yeah.
So as I was on my trip,
Yeah. On top of that, just live and enjoy your trip. That's a
enjoy the
side
trip.
note.
Yeah.
But
Number 4, beware of advertisements that seem too good to be true.
Mhm.
Okay, I got an example for this one.
Okay, talk about it.
Okay, so I got hit up a few years ago,
Mhm.
maybe 1 or 2 years ago, to be a model.
Mhm.
Now, y'all see me every week. I ain't ugly. I think I'm cute. I think I'm pretty. I think I'm beautiful. Like, I don't have low self-esteem. I do not think I am nobody's model. I got hit up to be a model.
Mm.
So one of my friends was like, let's just see what they gonna say. So I answered it. So to our surprise, the response back to, okay, what do I need to do? Oh, I was to send a picture of myself scantily clothed.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Number 1.
Mhm.
Number 2, I was then supposed to meet them at a warehouse because I Googled the address. Okay. I was supposed to meet them at this photo shoot so they could
Mhm.
take recent headshots.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I was supposed to give them $200 for said headshots. Right. And then once I get there, they would give me my assignments.
That's insane.
I'm just telling you. So me and my friend was like, so you know we
Mhm.
reported it,
Of
right?
course. Of
Okay.
course.
So we reported it, but my point is, to most people, that would have been too good to be true.
Mhm.
If it seemed too good to be true,
It is.
it is. But yeah, and then they were promising to book me on jobs where I was gonna be making $1,000 plus a day.
Mm.
Doing
Mm-mm.
what?
Right.
I'm just saying.
And that's the thing. Like self-awareness is important.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you a person with low esteem and you looking for that validation, that's an easy lick right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like because somebody can dangle anything in front of you, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
take it.
So
So
again, beware.
yes.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flag it, don't share it.
Yep.
So a lot of times when I get these requests, I am sending them directly to the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to send them to the FBI, report them to Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
report them to Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
whatever platform you on, report them.
Facebook's still the FBI, but
Right. But I'm just saying.
Facebook Bureau of Investigation.
But I really meant the FBI, the
Yeah.
Federal Bureau of
Mhm.
Investigation. Like, I don't take this stuff lightly
Mhm.
because there's just too much going on out here.
Yeah, it is.
Know the warning signs of trafficking. So know what the warning signs are. And then get help or raise the alarm.
Mhm.
Those are your tips to keep yourself safe.
Mhm.
Indicators that somebody could be or you are actually being trafficked. Oh, I said it right this time.
You got it. You did it. Look at that.
Believe that you must work against your will.
Mm.
Be unable to leave the work environment.
Mhm.
Dang, I feel like that every day.
That's how we know it's time to go to bed.
I'm sorry.
We so sleepy.
And lastly, show signs that movements are being controlled.
Mm.
So if those 3 things are happening to you or someone you love in their work environment, that is a sign that they could be involved in trafficking. Oh my God, I'm so
Your
sleepy.
job don't count.
Your regular 9 to 5 don't count, y'all.
You just
Even
hate
though
your job. That's
sometimes-
all. You can leave. You had a choice. You had freedom.
Sometimes I do feel like I can't leave and go.
I know. But you can.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, thanks guys for joining us. This first show of 2025. We are kicking off our second year.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Look at God.
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will. So we will be back, same that time, same that place, next week at 9 o'clock. Any parting thoughts?
Stay safe.
I know. Stay safe, guys. And we'll see y'all next week.